Hey YouTube, this is KingCobraJFS with another video, and someone had sent me a video on Facebook. It showed 4 Indian cobras all hooded up and a sleeping baby in the middle of them. Interesting thing was these cobras were not attacking or biting the baby, they were just hooded up and kind of standing up on their hoods and shit. And one cobra was even wrapped in the baby's hand while he was sleeping, and I looked up the video up on YouTube, and I saw it for myself, and I was like, wow, that's kind of cool, you know. At the same time, though, some people are making accusations saying that the cobras have been defanged, or their mouths have been sewn shut, or what have you, and I really hope it's not the case. At the same time, though, irregardless, the fact of the matter was they weren't biting the kid or making an attempt to, which was interesting to say the least. Second thing, the story on TYT I just saw earlier of a witch hunt going on. Women in India are being prosecuted for practicing sorcery to the degree where they're being gang raped, tortured, and killed for their religious beliefs. That is ridiculous, man. What kind of... I'm pissed about that kind of shit, man, because that is ridiculous. That is religious prosecution and a half, man. Where do you get off doing that kind of thing? What gives you the right to persecute somebody for their religious beliefs? How dare you? You know, this is the kind of crap I'm disgusted by, because you hear about these stories and you think, there's no way this could be real. And then it turns out it is. And you're like, wow, people are still that close-minded. Okay, fuck religion war, seriously, because when you break down religion to its core principles, you take apart the name of the religion, what belief they believe in, their deities or goddesses or God, whatever they fucking believe in. Take all that aside and just take religion at the core principle. Your basics are, it's a place for people to belong, to find spiritual guidance in their life, and to find a place to belong, and a sense of, you know, belonging in general, you know, and that's religion to a degree, basically. So it could conceivably does not matter to me what religion you follow, because I don't care. I have my beliefs, you have yours. I'm not going to convince you that mine are right and yours are wrong, you know. But if you're getting into a religious argument with somebody, and it's clear to the situation at hand that they don't believe what you think and you don't believe what they think, just drop the subject. You know, save yourself the argument. Because that shit pisses me off. Tell you what. And of course, you know, some people go, what, these kids are keeping cobras as pets? Shame on their parents, and shame on them for treating the... Okay, cultural differences. Most people, when they see cobras in a zoo or on TV, they're seeing it as a dangerous creature not to be messed with. It's poison, right? Or it's venom, if you will. You know, in some cultures, it's viewed differently, you know. Just like in some cultures, they eat dog, and they look at our country and go, wait, your country keeps dogs as pets? That's just weird. We eat our dogs, you know. And we look at them and go, wait, you eat dog? That's just weird, man. But again, that's cultural difference for you. Speaking of dogs, I was walking home from the bus stop after work today. I noticed 2 dogs were loose and about, walking. I tried catching the first one, trying to go, okay, where's your tag? Come here, puppy, come here, puppy, come here. Would not listen, just kind of looked at me like, you know, and kept walking. I started to follow him a little bit, but he looked like he went back to his house, all right. The second one had no tags on it, just a collar. And I followed him around the block a couple of times, and I petted him, and he seemed like he's an okay dog. You know, he didn't seem aggressive at all. He was just exploring, I guess, doing what dogs do, right? But I'm like, dude, this dog gets caught by the animal catcher or whatever, you know, he's going to end up in the pound somewhere and what have you. This dog needs to go home. Okay, here's the thing, dog owners. Seriously, though. If you're going to let your dog out, let them out in the backyard to do their business or whatever, and then let them back in. Some dogs will escape the backyard, though it happens. When that does happen, you know, that's when you make the conscious effort to go looking for them. You don't just let them wander the streets, you know what I'm saying? Because that's a good way for your dog to get picked up. And when that happens, you go calling and whistling for your dog, going, here's so-and-so, you know, whatever your dog's name is, and, oh, they're not coming back. That's when you call the animal shelter and, you know, give them a description and what have you. And, you know, it was obvious I couldn't get this dog to follow me or get it to cooperate, so I could, you know, and it had no tags on it, so I couldn't be sure where it was at. So I guess that shows me for trying to do a good deed and return someone's dog to them, I guess, right? So I thought, okay, I'm sure it will resolve itself out, and I just kept walking, you know. Another thing, if you're drunk at a bar and you're old enough to drink, have at it, Hans, you know. But if you're drunk at a bar and the cocktail waitress comes by, don't smack her ass. If it's not your ass to smack, then don't smack it. I was at the sandbar one time, and I noticed one of the cocktail waitresses had her ass smacked, and the guy was drunk as shit, and she could have handled it a million different ways. She's like, oh, it's a little high above the waist, isn't it? And she kind of shrugged it off, I guess. And I wanted to say something like, hey, it's not your ass to smack. Leave it alone. It's not my ass to smack either, but you get what I'm saying? But I thought, nah, that would just issue a fight, and I'll just keep my mouth shut and, yeah. But as a general rule of thumb, you know, a cocktail waitress is your good friend. Okay, bringing you drinks, busting her ass and shit, making sure, you know, you get your drinking shit, you know. A courtesy and a hello, nice polite smile and a wave and casual conversation, that's all fine and dandy, man. But if it's not your ass to smack, then don't smack it, you know. And it happens when you're in a bar, you know. I'm sure it happens on a lot of occasions. Guys get real drunk and obnoxious and rowdy and, hey, baby, what's up? You know, and it's just like, okay, you know. And, you know, I don't blame him for doing it because she's a very attractive cocktail waitress. Oh. But, still, you know, irregardless, you know, you got to behave yourself, man, because, that's not proper bar etiquette 101. That's I'm drunk and I'm being obnoxious etiquette, and that's just not acceptable. I will be going to quarters this Thursday, but I have other plans. I'm actually helping an elderly woman move out of her apartment because I'm a nice guy like that, despite the creepy exterior. You know what I'm saying? I'm actually helping one of my coworkers move out of her apartment so she can, you know, got a lot of heavy stuff, and, you know, I see it as a good deed and helping somebody out, you know. I'm expecting no thanks in return for it, just doing an honest good deed, you know what I'm saying? So, that'll be nice. Well, her and a friend of hers are moving in, sharing an apartment basically, and she's talking about moving, and I volunteered to help her out and stuff. She's like, what are you doing Friday? I'm like, well, Friday I got a split shift. And what about Thursday? Well, I get off work at 3. Okay, that works. And, you know, so awesome, you know. And hey, if it makes her laugh a little bit easier, you know, doing a good deed for somebody, it's a good feeling, you know. It really is. Plus, yeah, quarters is a lot funner when you've already had a pitcher of Blue Moon beer. Last quarters I went to, I had a blast. And I got a like I said, I got complimented on my gauntlet ring, and started the night off with a huge-ass pitcher of Blue Moon beer and some Mountain Dew, and I got pretty drunk. I got so drunk, in fact, that I walked outside. There was a cop sitting outside the bar. He goes, did you drive here? That's what the cop asked me. He goes, did you drive here? And I'm like, nope, I didn't drive here. He's all right, have a nice night. I'm like, thanks, officer, you're doing a wonderful job. You too. And I walked home to the apartment drunk. It was quite fun. But, most definitely would like to go to quarters the Thursday after I get paid, because that's always fun when you have money to spend on, you know, more than just drinks. And I kind of blew most of my money in my wallet that night anyway, playing songs in the jukebox. And jukeboxes in the bar are always a nice thing to have, especially if you have two separate bar areas. One side likes rap and hip-hop, the other side likes rock and metal, so, you know, and people will mingle back and forth and shit, but it's generally, you know, and people seem to like the selection I picked out, so, yeah. It was also the same night I got called a creeper because I was drunkenly staring at some chick, but she's sitting there playing with her boobs and acting all drunk and obnoxious. I'm just like, well, pardon me for staring, but, good times, man, good times. But yeah, bar etiquette 101. You're drunk, you find the cocktail waitress attractive. Perfectly okay, man, you know, understandable, right? If you find her attractive and you want to get her attention, there's a better way of doing it than just randomly smacking her ass. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not cool, dude, especially if it's not your ass to smack. I'm just saying, you know. So yeah, we got that religious bullshit going on in India right now. Okay, now, you throw them in jail for their beliefs, that's one thing, it still sucks, but going as far as to rape and torture these women and kill them because they don't think like your religion. How barbaric is that? You know? Now, obviously not everyone in India is like that, but you get the ones that are like that, and pretty much like everything else in our society, or any society in general, the extremes ruin it for everyone else, unfortunately. So, yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say for this video. Until then, this is KingCobraJFS with another video, and thanks for watching, and I'll see you all later, huh?